morning and welcome to the Trinity Moment for Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. You might hear some noise in the background because as of today, our KNS has begun their school year and the kids are in and out, and there's a few that are crying first day of school and being away from parents and all of that. So hopefully you can hear okay. You know, this is the beginning of September, and as everyone is starting to go back to all kinds of routines and meetings and conversations and tasks and activities and things that we have to do, you may be feeling that you're still feeling a little bit anxious and a little bit unsure about how to go ahead. And I don't know about you, but one of the things that I've been doing, because there's no football on TV and we're not volunteering for the Bombers this year, and the only sports other than the Raptors is hockey, and almost any night you can turn on the TV and find a hockey game from, it was Toronto and Edmonton, and now from Edmonton as they move into the playoffs. And a colleague of mine wrote a little thing for her clergy friends that talked about hockey as a metaphor for moving back into the world, and I thought it was really appropriate, not just for those of us who are clergy, but those of us who are just trying to move our way into this new reality. So she says, you know, that even though we've got lots of things to do, that some of us may be wanting just to sit down in the evening and watch a game of hockey, or a part of it, or a period, or even a little bit of a period. And just to be able to look at it and to see that there is something else going on in the world is an interesting thing. Even though they are, you know, high-paid athletes that are doing this for a living, we too can enjoy some of it as well. And she says that the thing that she learned when she was watching it the other night was that when you're in the third period and you've had a long game and a long series, and then one of the things that sustains and enables a team to continue going and doing well is those very short shifts that they're on. It's a time when they keep their shifts to a minute or less, and they just get on and off the ice. You go out onto the ice, you give it your all for that short period of time, you make a great contribution, and then you head to the bench and get the heck off the ice because it's time for someone else to do their job, and you don't want to run out of steam in the middle of the ice. And you do it more at the end of a series or at the end of a game in the third period, because at the beginning you've got a lot more energy, but when you're nearing the end, that your energy level is depleted a bit quickly. She says, don't stay on too long, that you don't want to be tempted to try and carry the play alone and be a hero, because that usually ends up backfiring and costing your team, because you can't keep up with everyone else. There are some times, she says, when you get stuck on the ice and you can't get off, even when you're past your limit. And when that happens, you have to hang on as best you can while watching and planning for your opportunity to slip off the ice and get back to the bench. Maybe maybe hockey isn't your thing, maybe something else is, but it does remind us that we're all in this together, and that we all rely on our teammates, our colleagues, our friends, our people in the church, those who help us out to enable this to go along. So as you go about your week, and as you're thinking about all the things that need to do, and you're looking at your calendar with all the different times and dates that you have to be places, including some church stuff, I invite you to remember that we're all in this together, that no one person is carrying this or has all the answers, and that we're all part of a team, and that we are, whether you like hockey or not, or maybe some other sport, or maybe no sports at all, we're all in this together. There is a really nice prayer that I've included in the email that accompanies this video, and it's from our moderator for all of us as we begin starting to come back to in-person worship indoors, starting to come back to different activities where our buildings are opening, and his prayer for us as we are the people of God. So we hope that from Trinity to you, that blessings and peace and a moment of calm accompanies you this week as you go about re-entering the world in whichever way that takes place for you. We hope that you remember that as you go running about or walking about, that God accompanies you, that God is with you, that God will bring you peace and calm and comfort, as well as energy and excitement and joy. May it be so. Amen.